Hello again everyone, welcome back to Draw and Dance, and today is our final Draw and Dance WriteDance session, and we're going to create the mandala pattern from all of the actions that we've learned so far. Today is about combining all of those straight and curved and flowing movements and doing that with control, which will then help at the start of handwriting and letter formation. Let's watch a dance that combines all of those actions from the last sessions. I'm now going to show you how to create the mandala pattern using all of the patterns that we've learned so far in Draw and Dance. We start off with the volcano music, and to create that we place a dot in the middle of the paper and start with the small volcano actions around the outside of that dot. When you start to hear the chronolidon music, you use your loops and hoops up and down. This is quite tricky to create that circular pattern. Moving on to the circles and eights, we create a circle all the way round and then use your circles and eights around the outside. You may need to move your paper as you do this, otherwise it becomes quite awkward to create that 8 pattern. Make sure as you're doing these you cross the midline and you're not creating 2 circles on top of each other. Once we've reached the end of those lazy 8s, you're then going to start with the robot music. And for the robot music, it's those angular sharp lines, and if you pop them over the top of each of the 8s, then you'll create quite an even pattern all the way around the circle. This might be a good point to remind you to hold your pen with the finger and thumb resting in that tripod grip over the other fingers. Next we're going to move on to the arcades. At the point of each of the robot triangles, we want to keep our arcades flowing along. You may be able to manage to move all the way around, but I'm still going to move my paper to make it a bit easier to follow all the way around the circle. Try and keep the arcades moving around the tip of the triangles, because you've got lots still to do and you need some space around here. We're then moving on to silver wings, and you'll hear the music change. And for silver wings, it's that flowing up and down movement all the way around the circle, keeping close to those arcades. Once you've completed silver wings, create a few more lines, almost like the volcano. You won't hear the volcano music here, but this just gives us a chance to use up a bit more of the paper and create a space for the next pattern, which is the garlands. So again, lovely flowing movements up and out. Move the paper if you need to. I'll be okay with my garlands all the way around without moving the paper, but you might find it easier to. And then to finish off, you'll hear the cat music, and for that you need to create your letter C. And next time we come together for Draw and Dance, we'll be practicing our letter formation, and we'll be starting with the letter C and the family of letters that go together to make the C, the O, the A, the D, the G and the Q. Move your paper as you go around all the way with your letter C's. When you get to the end, that's the end of the mandala pattern, you can then decide whether you want to colour in parts of it, perhaps take some different colours, or you might want to start just with pencil and then create a different colour for each of the patterns. It's completely up to you what you do at the end, whether you decide to colour in or whether you like it in just one colour. That's up to you. As you watch it now, you're going to see that some of those patterns are drawn in a slightly different order, and that's because the little boy who was drawing and dancing ran out of space on his easel as he was doing it. But if you use this one as your guide, it will help you when you come to do your own. So we're now going to take that dance onto the chalkboard, and as you watch, you'll see that each action that we've practiced will then translate onto the board as a mark that you're going to create to make this beautiful mandala picture. Watch now as we start slowly. everyone. So thank you so much for joining me for all of these sessions. We've ended on a high with the mandala pattern. You can obviously take this onto black paper with chalks. You could colour in all the small parts of the picture and create a really beautiful picture for a card. I hope you've enjoyed all of this. I'll be with you again soon for some letter formation. So enjoy the last few sessions and I'll see you again. Bye bye for now.